Coming up, the Jets fly into New England, but it's been the Patriots in the cockpit for this rivalry. Having defeated New York in the last 11 meetings, they go for 12 straight right here on EA Sports.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Sony Michel, his first carry, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A play fake to Michel. Now Newton. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Jets about set to go here on the offensive side for the first time. And leading them out, Charles, the number 2 overall pick in this April's draft. It's Zach Wilson out of BYU.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. A carry here for Hunt. He takes this for 3 to the 29. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Let's go! 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
Again, it's Hunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hunt is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important. And especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish. But you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins. Put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
On 2nd down, Michel. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Yeah, they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. And a dump off to White. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right in the beginning.
On third down, Wilson. Swings this out for Hunt. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Newton. Out right to Bourne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Cam finding Bourne there. 1st down, New England. First down, here's White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now Newton. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Harris. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Michel. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. There's Henry. Touchdown Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Set to return it, here's Moore. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. So possession goes over here on the punt. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Shoves him aside. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Now White. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Newton, he completes it to Henry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Newton to his tight end. Smith, first down, Patriots. Now a first down carry for Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. On 2nd down and 4. Newton got the connection here to Bourne. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Newton now to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go with Michel. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Sony Michel won't get there, and the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Broken tackle. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
This is Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Wilson finding Crowder there, first down New York.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. To throw again is Wilson. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Eluding, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Zach Wilson.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start with a couple of teams from neighboring states in the Southeast. Atlanta at Hard Rock Stadium to take on Miami. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Matt Ryan with 3 touchdown passes there. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Devin Duvernay, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Daniel Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Patriots, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Wilson. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now it's Wilson. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
The focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained. It's that they gained a first down, and they've been running it well all game long.
On first down, Hunt. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Fine work by the Patriots. D there, and it's 4th down. The kick by Maher is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Let's go.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing is Newton. He'll leave this one for White.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Crowder. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Kyle Van Noy back with the Pats in 2021 there on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Carter. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Marr able to put this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So his 2nd field goal here in this 3rd quarter.
The first one tied the game, and this one gets him the lead, but you just have to wonder if field goals are going to be enough. At some point, they've got to conclude these drives with the ball in the end zone.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's Newton. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Play action. It's Newton. This is Smith with a grab. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, Newton looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Carry here for Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Patriots take over. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And a dump off to White. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Crowder now to return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. 116 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The end result, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go,
touchdown Jets! It's complete. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots ready to get the football back, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. For Cam Newton, the arm strength, maybe not what it was circa his MVP season of 2015, but he uncorks a big one there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Moore now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Wilson here, pass caught by Carter. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 23. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Newton and the Patriots down 34-31, 30 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Throwing is Newton. He gets this to Myers. And he's got a 1st down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now Newton. Finds White. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michel. Powering, evades the tackler, and now some space. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he will have a Patriots first down as they get 5 there on third. A give. This is Michel. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Newton. Got the connection here to Bourne. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Newton to Henry there for a Patriot first. From the 50, Newton. He'll leave this one for White. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 41. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. Really treated to really good with overtime.
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for New England, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.